this alchemy and this birthing of the new. This is literally a whole new world that you are birthing. You have not lived this life that you're about to live ever. It's not like it's just like another job at IBM. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Where did that come from? Anyway, it's not like that. It's like you are birthing, like, this is massive. This is big. This is like birthing a child. This is massive. You are creating something that is incredible. It's astonishing. It's like woman power. Don't have to be a woman. Don't have to be a woman, but good morning, good day, and good evening, darlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Amanda. I appreciate you stopping by in this energy exchange between you and me. I want to say if you're a subscriber or another time viewer, maybe you're visiting me again and forgot to subscribe, I'm sending you all my love, okay? Anywho, let's get into it. Taurus, this is going to be your reading for the next 3 months. What is there to look forward to for your next 3 months? Your readings have been pretty incredible, I know, and I already have goosebumps. The horizon is so bright. It's what I'm being channeled is follow the yellow brick road. So there's going to be a big, oh, the chills are huge. There's going to be a big surprise at the end of 3 months. Like, it's huge. It's huge. Okay, anyway, something really, really good that's going to make you so happy. So congratulations in advance. It's funny, as I was saying that, I'm over here watching. I have the window open. I'm over here watching my dog, and she gets up on like her 2 hind legs, and she's looking out the window at something. As soon as I said big, and you're going to be so happy. So there you have it. All right, Taurus. When you find this message, it's when it's meant for you. Time is an illusion. This is the next 3 months reading. And so I'm filming this before April. So April, May, and June, that's the reading. But whenever you come across this, take it how it resonates and know that the message is for you if it found you. My channel's pretty small right now. So the intention is that my videos find the people that need to hear it. So anywho, let's go into it. Interesting. Your first card is challenges and obstacles. Huh. Definitely not the energy I was feeling. But, you know, the thing, I think this is important to say. Just because things are going to turn out really great and there's all this high-vibed good energy, and yes, there is going to be some big, big celebrations ahead. There's always things along the way, right? It doesn't mean your path is all honky-dory. I'm glad that Spirit had me mention the follow the yellow brick road, because Dorothy's path was not an easy one, right? She had angry trees throwing apples at her. She had monkeys flying at her, a wicked witch after her. And I say this to say, and I love the way that like downloads come to me, because it's so relatable, right? Like, who hasn't seen The Wizard of Oz? If you haven't, whoa. That's all I could say. Anyways, I'm looking at this card and it's challenges and obstacles, right? And you can see like there's a break in the path. And just because there's a break in the path doesn't mean that the path isn't the right path. It doesn't mean that you should stop what you're doing. It just means that there's a pause. And okay, another thing that was being channeled to me this morning really heavily was the fact that like how important contrast is in our lives. You need the contrast. As much as we reject it or don't like it in the moment, the contrast is so important for our growth. It's so important for us to see what we really want. There has to be like a battery, a negative side and a positive side. And it's just the way the world works. And so it's contrast, but it's not necessarily bad, right? So I'm saying this to say to you to not assign too much power or not mindset, but just don't allow too much of your own power to go towards these things that may be happening along the journey that aren't the way that you thought they should be, or not how you expected them to be, because at the end of the day, you have no control. Also, a lot of times when these obstacles and challenges appear, number one, they gave us more wisdom along the path, but they also just give us more strength in who we are. I wouldn't be who I am today if I didn't live the life that I had. And that life will be a book one day. But like, it's what's made me who I am. It's what gives you resilience. It's what makes the success even that much better. So anyways, let's get into it. I'm not going to preach any longer. Let's get into it. What spirit does, hold on, I need a drink of water, Taurus need to know right now? I don't remember your last reading. I do so many readings, but I do know it was good. And if I don't know if it was you or someone else who got like 3 empresses or something like that. I don't know, but the Empress just came out. So it's really about sitting back. I'm almost positive the Empress came out in your last reading. It's about sitting back, allowing things to come to you. You are receiving, you are not forcing, you are not manipulating. And when this obstacle comes, it's like, okay, that showed up. Let's move forward. Let's do what we need to do along this journey. But it's not like it affects you to a great degree, because you know that the contrast is necessary. All right. The 8 of Cups is here. It's interesting. I think it came out in reverse. I really didn't look at the way it fell, and I kind of moved it before I looked. But there could be something that you're returning back to energetically with your heart and soul. Cups are all about emotions for those of you who don't know Taurus. I'm leaving it upright just because that's the way I turned it. So I got to follow my intuition. And so I do feel like there is some like new, okay. So the Empress is kind of facing this 8 of Cups here. And in this alignment here, and the way these cards are, it's like there was a birthing of something new, and there is some walking away of something. You could be walking away from a situation that just no longer serves you. That could be part of this obstacle in the journey. There could be something that you are leaving behind. Absolutely. I think you're finding out in the next 3 months that something is no longer worth putting energy into. You have other things on the horizon that are much more in alignment and attunement, that just have this ease and flow with your ability to create. It's so, when I'm saying this, I'm thinking of businesses, mostly like work. There could be something, maybe there's a business venture that you've been working on. Maybe there's one that you need to put on pause for a while because there's just too many challenges in that particular business or that particular idea. So it's like you choose to put your energy towards something else. And it's not that that's gone. It's just no longer on the front. Like, it's not one of the top 3 things you're going to put your energy into right now. So there is this sense of walking away. This could also have to do with walking away from a situation, like meaning a connection. With the Empress being right here, the Empress is Mother Gaia, for those of you who don't know. Hold on one second. Okay. My allergies are outrageous. Anywho, the Empress is Mother Gaia. And so she is always birthing and creating and feeding into, right? And so there is something that you are no longer feeding into in the next 3 months. And it's this realization that it's just not the right time. And so there's too much. It's interesting because the card right next to that is the 5 of Wands. And so Taurus, it's really saying like there's just too much conflict. Like, it's not easy. It doesn't flow like it used to. It doesn't flow, or there's some kind of break in the momentum. It's like, okay, it's like when Dorothy, we're going to stick with the Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy's house was up in the air, right? Like, that was like a tough ride during that tornado. Why is that being told? So what I'm saying is there's something that just hasn't been easy, whether this was work or relationships. It's not been as easy as other things that are showing up in your life that are working just with ease and joy and like it just flows, right? It's something that is disrupting the flow. And so whatever that is, there's like some competition also that's showing up here. I have the 5 of Wands right next to the 8 of Cups, and it's like there's just too much going on. It's not aligning with the energy you're in right now is what I'm trying to say. So like a tornado doesn't align with the energy you're in right now. Was it a tornado? Yeah, tornado. We don't get those here, so excuse my ignorance. But yeah, it's like it just doesn't align right now. It now isn't the time. This is business, this is relationships. This is something that I think you thought you were going to be birthing a new connection with. Like this was going to be something established, something, Mother Gaia is like roots in the trees, and something that's really, really concrete and stable. Although I feel like you're in this energy, there's something within your energy in the next 3 months that isn't aligning with this. And there is some kind of conflict that you are going to recognize is just not worth it right now. There's also some, it's interesting, Taurus, because I haven't gotten this energy for your readings. I don't think since I started my channel. So it's kind of like taking me back for a minute. But there is this Capricorn energy here showing up, and this is Earth energy, right? So, and it's the devil, and it's like this manipulation. It's also coercion. Is that how you say coercion? I think. Anyway, you know what I mean. Coercing. It's this. It's like somebody. So first off, let me just clarify this. I don't think the devil energy is always horrible energy, but I do feel like I don't feel like it's as bad as like it's made out to be for a lot of readers. But I read intuitively, so I'm not getting that. I read empathically, and I'm getting that it's more someone giving like half truths of a story, or there's something you don't know the full picture on, and it's a little misleading is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what you're going to find out in the next 3 months and be walking away from, because it's just too much work. It's too much conflict. It's just not flowing with who you are is in this high vibed energy. It just isn't right now. And so it's crazy to me on this card because it's like, I'll show it to you. It's like he's holding his hand out and there's a puppet and there's a person at the bottom. And it's like somebody is pulling your strings or stringing you along. And this could be a business partner. This could be a friend. This could be a lover situation. I feel like it's either business or love, or it could be both, to be quite frank. It's not a personal reading. But regardless of what the situation is, I want you to apply it how it resonates for you, and if it even resonates for you. And you may not know. Again, we're going 3 months out. You're going to be moving forward with letting something go in the next 3 months, like really being okay with letting something go. Business, relationships, it's like you're okay. So you're in you're in this place where it's like, okay, I'm 100% okay with just like cutting the cord. It's like you release something, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal when the high priestess shows up, and then underneath the high priestess is the devil. All right, I told you I was going to show you the card. I'll get back to why I was laughing a second ago. But look at on this devil card how he's like has his hand out. It's very illusionary. It's very watery type of energy in that card. Like his hair makes me feel like he's in water. And so it's like this very watery, illusionary thing, and you're letting it go. You're going to be privy to something, because you're going to receive something, whether it's intuitively, a download, a source telling you, God, whatever you believe in, source, spirit, God, Jesus, Buddha. You're going to get some kind of clarity on now is the time for me to make this decision. I think it has to do with those obstacles, like I said. And just because something's an obstacle doesn't mean it throws you off course, right? What is also interesting to me is that underneath the Eight of Cups, I have the Chariot here. So the Eight of Cups is walking away and leaving a situation, turning your back from this and walking into something new. Underneath that card is the Chariot, Cancerian energy, for those of you who don't know. But it is you moving. He's moving out of the situation. The Chariot is next to the Devil, moving out of a situation, no longer giving energy, time, attention towards a situation. And it's a situation that you have some emotional connection with. Okay. And it's because there's just too much conflict right now for that to even work. And I feel like you are going to realize something was manipulated. Something wasn't completely true. There's something, you know, I don't like doing these messages. I prefer like rainbows and freaking unicorns. But, you know, I talked about that earlier. We need the contrast in our life. So I need to walk in that myself. But, you know, it's just a fact of life. And so, again, I just want to reiterate that I would come back to this in 3 months and because I think some of you guys, I can tell, like, you're listening to me and you're like, that's not true. And I know this because I've done this. I have gone to readers and I'm like, I've gone to psychics, I've gone to intuitives, and they tell me stuff and I'm like, they are full of shit. Let me tell you, those were the best readings I ever had in my life. And they were so, not at the time, but they were so spot on. If I could find those readers now, I would love to, because what they told me blew my freaking mind. I'm like, there's no way in this world $1 million, billion, $1 trillion couldn't make that happen. And it is exactly the way it turned out. Anywho, you always have divine will, free will. Use your discernment. This is loose guidance, but I am going to give you the message the way it's being delivered. Yeah, so what's great about this is that, remember, I said it's a journey and you're on this path and it's follow the yellow brick road and there's great success. I mean, there absolutely is. There's a lot of great success. And just because there's an obstacle in the way, like Dorothy and shit, I forgot I had this phone call. Okay, Taurus. So some of you guys may be getting a phone call interruption. What I was saying is you're charging forward with this. It's not that you're charging forward from walking away from something, but it's like you finally know it's time to let this go, like completely 100. So, and the reason why you know that is because there's too much greatness that's on the horizon for you to be caught up in this heavy energy of not knowing the truth about something, the complete truth, and nothing but the truth is what I'm talking about, like complete transparency. There's just too much greatness on the horizon to be dealing with conflict. There's too much greatness on the horizon to wait for somebody. There's too much greatness on the horizon to limit yourself. There's too much greatness on the horizon to deal with manipulation. I don't think it's heavy manipulation, but it's manipulation nonetheless. One thing that I love about tarot cards, and I say in my readings I don't need them because I don't. Like, I can do general readings without them. But what I love about them is the synchronicity and just the alignment with the energy and how on point it is with everything else that I'm being channeled throughout. It also helps to guide me on the truth that I'm speaking in this energy at this moment is the truth. It is present. It is here. That doesn't mean it can't change. But I say this for you because the last card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is all about cycles. Right now, they're super heavy eclipse energy. The energy has been cray-cray, to be honest with you. I'm not an astrologist, but I should be, because I am so affected. And some of you guys may be watching this as well. And I know it's a skill to learn that I don't want to know. Like, I'll know the basics: new moon, full moon, when to let go and release, when to manifest, retrograde, when to sign a contract, when not to. But other than that, it's a free for all. I say this to say, like, the cycles, and I'm mentioning the moon because the cycles of the way that things happen when you release something and then this new opens up and there's new growth, new journey, new path, follow the yellow brick road. You've let go. It's when Dorothy realizes the power's within her. Like, all she had to do was click her shoes, right? And so you walking away from whatever this is, work, people, it empowers you in a way that I don't even think you're going to recognize. It empowers you to be completely 100% free and take on this journey with just like this power of like, I know who I am. I know what I have to offer. I know what's good for me. I no longer am going to wait for things. What I was saying is, if I can get to my point, I love the fact that, look at them. So in the Empress, this was the first card, the Empress over here. She has the earth and, cycles. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the coin and the cycles underneath her, the compass. It's the beginning and ending. It's the ebb and flow. It's the infinity symbol. It's releasing and allowing, and releasing and allowing. And you're so much in this flow state of being that it's just the most beautiful thing. And you're releasing these obstacles. You're releasing these challenges. Your first card was challenges and obstacles, which is a 5. We have another 5 here. 5s are all about change in numerology. And it's this path of just changing and shifting. And it's not because it's not good for you anymore. It's not because that was bad and this is good. It's just because it's the right thing to do at the right time. Divine timing, baby. Anyway, we're going to get some clarifiers. I went way long on this, longer than like I anticipated, but hey, we're flowing with source. So let's clarify these cards. Yeah, baby. You are the alchemist, Taurus. What you creating over there? I told you I want to be invited to the powwow. Holy moly for holy. So we have the Magician with the Empress here. You are so in alignment of flow and, like I said, ease, and just the old stuff and some of the manipulation, whether it's a little bit or a lot, it doesn't matter. Anytime you're being a puppet or things aren't being revealed completely, that doesn't align with this energy of the Empress. It doesn't align with alchemy. You know what I'm saying? You are an alchemist in these next 3 months. You are creating so much. It is a beautiful thing. And you already have been, but it is just a continuation of thereof. And by the end of June, yeah, it would be June. The end of June, holy moly free holy. We have the 8 of Cups again. Different version, walking away, okay? There is something that you are leaving in the next 3 months. Whether this is physically leaving, whether this is mentally leaving, emotionally leaving, spiritually leaving, cutting cords, cutting ties, cutting people. Apply it how it works. Oh, and the High Priestess came out. Following your intuition. You know it. The Empress came out again. Okay, cards are just going to keep repeating themselves. The message has been the message. The message is always already messaged. The thing is that you are this divine creator. You are so much in alignment with who you are, what you are, how you show up, who you serve, what you want to serve, how this looks, how this is going to be delivered, packaged, wrapped in a bow. And what I'm talking about is you as an individual, as a person in this beautiful earth who is feeding into so many things. The Empress just feeds into so many things and is so at ease while doing it. Like, she's just, look at it. I mean, she's chilling. She's chilling. And you don't have to be a she. She is chilling. So we have the Empress twice, and it's all about receiving. What is in her hand? Hold on. it looks like a wand with like sprinkles on the end. And I'm showing this to you because it's like, I know you know this already, Taurus. You create your own reality, but you are creating this phenomenal reality. Look at this in her hand. Hopefully you can. You are creating just this amazing life, and it's because you're so confident, you're so secure, you're so grounded, you're so in alignment with your purpose, with your soul, with your spirit, with everything, your mindset. It's all in alignment. I think, did I say that to you last time? Something about like your chakras being aligned. If that wasn't you, it was someone else, but that's how you are. Like you're just flowing. You are just flowing at this heavy frequency. It's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. And the high priestess is here. Like when you make this decision to walk away, your intuition has been telling you something about a situation to leave spiritually, emotionally, physically. I think you've known this. I think you've known that there's some things that haven't been revealed to you with this devil energy. This isn't anything new. You can't be vibrating this high and not know what I'm already telling you. This is just further confirmation. Anywho, the Page of Wands here. This is really, really new energy. It's excited, young energy. I feel like some of the Taurus in the next few months with this new journey and this new cycle, particularly with the Wheel of Fortune, the wheels turning, and just greatness is ahead. And it's like, it's almost like, you know, like when you're little and you're excited for holidays, and it's, hopefully you have those memories. Or if you're going on a trip and you're just so excited to be there, it's this very young, innocent energy of like going back to like youth. So this is the Page of Wands here, but it's really about you, you just being so eager and excited and like balls to the wall with creativity and just like thinking outside the box, and like there's no limitations. Like when you think of a kid, there's no limitations. I mean, I wish I could go back to my kid self, because like the daydreamer in me, the writer in me, the everything in me, it like the world was my oyster. And I feel like this is just super excited young energy about this journey ahead, and rightfully so. It's like the eagerness is at an all-time high, and it's because you're moving authentically in who you are and what you love and what you crave, your passion, your inspiration, your drive. And it's just this excited energy that you're going to be feeling too. One more card, and then I guess we'll end it here. This has been great for the next 3 months, Taurus. Your readings have been awesome. If you haven't checked them out, definitely look at the playlist. If this didn't resonate for you, I urge you to come back and watch it, because I think you'll be surprised. Like I said, my story of some of the readers that I've gone to in the past, and I'm like, they are full of it. They have no idea. I feel like some of you guys are like, she's full of shit. Save this video and find out. All right, last card. 8 of Swords in reverse. You've released yourself. No longer confined to limited beliefs. 6 of Cups, an apology. No more confined. I keep saying I'm going to be done. No more confinement of limited beliefs or feeling sorry for yourself or getting all upset in your mind. Like mindsets definitely have changed. You're willing to reap in, you're willing to sow into other people. Does that make sense? You're willing to feed into others. You're wanting to give. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, like you're definitely a giver. It can be monetary. Like you could be helping someone out with this new success that's coming your way, or adding new opportunities for people in your life that you know, like this might be a space or a place for them. So you introduce them to something. But most importantly, I feel like you feed into your community. I feel like you're a giver backer. You're a giver backer. You give back. Temperance. Yeah, everything is happening in divine timing. It is just the right ebb and flow. We talked about that earlier when I talked about the infinity sign, right? And like the negative and the positive, and you need to have both, and the contrast. And it's just, everything is manifesting your creation with this alchemy and this birthing of the new. This is literally a whole new world that you are birthing. You have not lived this life that you're about to live ever. It's not like it's just like another job at IBM. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Where did that come from? Anyway, it's not like that. It's like you are birthing, like, this is massive. This is big. This is like birthing a child. This is massive. You are creating something that is incredible. It's astonishing. It's like woman power. Don't have to be a woman. Don't have to be a woman, but all right. I don't know why I keep shuffling. I don't know why. Maybe there's something else that somebody needs to hear. This is going to be it. Okay. Yeah. So we have the 10 of Wands here. This is putting down a burden. This is letting something go, ending a cycle. We already know that you're ending a cycle. You're walking away from something, but you're putting down some kind of burden that you've been carrying. And even a little burden is a burden. Like, some people think, I think when they see this, well, particularly when I see this card, I mean, that looks like a pretty heavy burden, right? Like, that's a lot. They're bent over. But a burden means different things to different people. So don't put restrictions on what that looks like. I guess is what I'm really trying to convey to you. A little burden can affect you just as much as a big burden, and vice versa. You know, like, a burden's a burden, period. Negativity is negativity, period. Right? Manipulation is manipulation, period. Doesn't matter how little or how big it is. It just is. That was important to say. And the last thing is just be aware. I'm sure you are if you're watching me, but be aware of who you're giving your energy. Protect your energy. Use discernment. Not everybody, unfortunately, in this world is as high vibed as the individuals watching this. And so it's just important to be aware, right? You need to be aware of who you're sharing your things with. Not everybody is going to want to see you win, unfortunately. Not everybody is going to want to celebrate you. Some people are vibing lower, and, you know, there's haters, there's all these things. And regardless of how high vibration you are, it's funny that even when you're vibrating high, you can still, somebody with low vibration is very attracted to you to a degree. I'm just saying, be mindful of who you're willing to allow into your bubble. Who are you allowing in? And protect your energy. And it's really not that serious. I think I made it sound more serious than it is. It's not that serious, but you should just be mindful of that. And I'm sure you already are, but especially when these wins are coming for you, you know, that really disturbs other people to a degree when other people win. I've never understood that, but it does. It does. And so, like, for a lot of the readings, I'm not necessarily getting this for you, but for some of the other readings, I think it was Pisces in particular, because Pisces is off the chart. I've told them, be quiet. Like, don't share all your blessings and everything that's happening with everyone. Let's not be on the announcement. You know, what is that? What is that called? Golly. Oh, what is that called when you speak into it? Blowhorn, whatever. Don't be on there like, I just got $1 million, or my business, I have 50 million clients. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, remember, there will always be obstacles along the course, and that does not deter you. The apples, the crazy apes, the wicked witch. Dorothy kept on that path. She sure did. It was a big payoff for her because she found herself in the power within. Anywho, if you want to vibe high with this tribe over here, subscribe. Hit the bell too so you get notified of when I release videos, because I do a lot of them. And again, they are all on playlists. So watch your signs. Don't just watch your sun sign, watch your moon, your rising, and your north node is one of the most important signs to watch. So if you'd probably get like a fuller picture of accuracy if you really watched all those. I have to admit, I really only watch my sun sign, because I think my sun and moon are both in Cancer. Be part of the giveaway, follow the instructions in the beginning. And also, I'm sending you all my love, light, and sprinkles. Have the most fabulous day. And until next time, darlings.